All right, now to the most bittersweet part of our newscast today. We know that the hardest job at any local TV station is predicting the weather. And for the past 40 years, few people have done it better than Jim Duncan.
As you probably heard by now, this is Jim's final day here at NBC 12 before he slides full-time into his own business. And we can't let this day pass without looking back at the accomplishments and the great friends that he's made along the way.
The year was 1981. Olivia Newton-John had the #1 song of the year, Physical. Prince Charles marries Diana Spencer in a spectacle that at the time was billed as the wedding of the century. And the Gipper, Ronald Reagan, is Time Magazine's Man of the Year. Oh yeah, and this happened.
We have a cold front now poised just to the west of us, a leading edge of a very cold blast of Arctic air.
A fresh-faced kid with long hair from upstate New York would become the cornerstone of what would become the longest-running #1 rated local anchor team in America, alongside Gene Cox, Sabrina Squire, and Ben Hamlin.
And from the northwest.
If you want the clearest, most accurate weather forecast around, watch Jim Duncan.
Oh, that's what I get for talking about hurricanes. Cold later tonight.
This fun-loving and informative team dominated Richmond airwaves for decades, mainly because viewers could tell this was a group of people who really enjoyed each other's company.
This is 12 News with Gene Cox and Sabrina Squire. Radar Plus meteorologist Jim Duncan and Ben Hamlin with sports.
But it wasn't all fun and games.
That helicopter's coming in. Let's go.
Jim was also saving lives. August 6, 1993, a monster tornado would flatten several blocks of Old Town Petersburg and claim lives. Just up the road in Colonial Heights, that same twister would literally cut the Walmart store in half. And through it all, Jim Duncan was on the air. Fast forward 20 years. That's me, Jim, and our photographer, Dan, together field anchoring our newscast from Petersburg, remembering the past and explaining how weather technology and social media have changed the way that forecasters do their jobs.
Jim Duncan, on your side.
Through the course of his 40 years at NBC 12, Jim has seen it all. There have been the tornadoes.
There's a tornado warning now in effect. You need to take cover now.
A good number of hurricanes.
All right, let's check out the forecast for the upcoming hurricane season from the National Hurricane Center.
Hundreds of floods and dozens of blizzards.
Yeah, it is starting to snow here, Kurt.
And through it all, one constant.
Hi, I'm Jim Duncan.
It's been an amazing career.
And a huge winter storm promising to bring a white Thanksgiving to many parts of the country. Once again, we have a lot of purple. This computer does it to me every time.
And one with many accolades. But the biggest achievement may be Jim's humility and kindness. He leaves knowing that over the past 40 years, virtually every one of his colleagues has a kind word to say about him. A rare feat in any industry.
And while we've been telling you all day that this is a first alert weather day, maybe more importantly, by proclamation of Governor Northam, the Honorable Governor Northam has proclaimed that today is Jim Duncan Day in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And Jim, this is for informing, entertaining, and saving lives here in Central Virginia. A long list of accomplishments, too many of them for me to read here on the air now, but we just want you to know that today is your special day, and we are so thankful here at NBC 12 for all that you've done and all that you've accomplished.
Certainly. And Jim, I just want you to know, I've only been here for a few months, but you have just welcomed me from day one with open arms, and I'm so appreciative for that. It's always laughter with you. I don't think I've ever seen you have a bad day or ever heard you say anything.
I've had plenty of bad days.
Well, you would never know it. It's just always been just pure joy working with you, and I too will truly miss sharing these newscasts with you, Jim. So don't get me teary-eyed up here, but you are definitely one of a kind.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it and all the kind words, and I miss you all too. I mean, new people coming in, just I'll miss as much as the old timers that have been here forever. So I appreciate all the retrospect of Kurt as well. And again, what can I say? It's been a long run. I'll have more to say, of course, in just a couple of minutes.
All right. Don't forget the plaque.
That's right. Congratulations. Well deserved. And we're going to be back. We're going to let Jim say a few more final words. But first, Jim, some former NBC 12 meteorologists wanted to wish you well.
Here's a guy you may remember, former Channel 12 meteorologist Tom Patton.
I worked with Jim from 2001 to 2010, and Besides the fact of our thousands of wonderful conversations, one of my fondest memories was when the office phone would ring and I'd pick it up and there'd be a little voice on the other line saying, "Can I speak to my daddy, please?" And it was his daughter, who was maybe 7, 8, or 9 at the time. And he would speak to his daughter in such a sweet, kind voice, and they'd have these wonderful, sweet conversations. And I always thought, I really wish the viewers could see this side of Jim, sort of that sweet side he always had. Good luck to you, buddy, man. Old friend. Congratulations.